Hi guys, it's me once again with another video, and this one is going to be impulse buys, but there's a theme. It's impulse buys of cosplay items. So I have been kind of buying up a little collection, if you will, of cosplay items. I keep looking over here because I got them laying over here, but the items are pretty much, they are things that I have bought, like accessories that are going towards or have gone towards a cosplay. So just to say this really quick, I do what I believe is known in the community, hopefully I'm saying this correctly, as a closet cosplay. What that means is, instead of me going and buying a full costume, I use the resources that I have around my home to create a cosplay. So you could do that. That doesn't make you any more or any less of a cosplayer. It just means that you're just using the resources. Nothing good or bad about that, honestly. It just means that's what you're doing. The reason I do that is mostly because costumes cost a lot of money. It costs a lot to commission people to make. It costs a lot to commission people to make wigs, to style wigs, to do this, to do that. So currently I use the things that I have around my home. I do buy a couple of things, which is what this video is going to be about. So let's just jump right on into it and take a look. So the first thing is something you guys are already familiar with. I bought this at Hot Topic. It is Louise Belcher's, I'm going to get it eventually, hat from Bob's Burgers. It bends on the top and the ears bend forward. I pretty much already talked about this. But eventually I'm going to do a full body thing where I'm going to put her dress on, have her shoes, hopefully have her hair if I can find it, because my hair is not dark enough to do. But I mean, I guess it really doesn't matter. It's the same thing with people that want to complain about cosplayers of different skin tone than the character. Doesn't really matter, but I want to get, as precise as I possibly can with something one day. So I don't know when I'm going to do that. Hopefully I'll be able to find a green dress like that. I found one online. I just haven't ordered it yet because I'm iffy about it. But yeah, I already got her hat. So I just got to get those things, her shoes and dress. Which shouldn't be too hard. The wig will probably be the hardest thing to find. And then to go with hats, and on the same kind of thought process here, I bought this hat, which I haven't done anything with. I'm kind of giving you guys a little preview of upcoming cosplays for all of you that if you don't follow me on Instagram, you should, because I will post the ones that I have done and the ones that I haven't in my Instagram, my personal one. It's down below. But I feel like I should say this. I usually don't do like full body cosplays. I usually just do like a t-shirt and a little bit of makeup on the face, because of well, it's like quick and easy, and I'm just like testing out different things. So I usually just do something along the lines of that. You very solemnly see a full body photo of me like in a cosplay. Really, you very solemnly see a full body photo of me, period, because of just like I feel more comfortable with me working the camera. That's until somebody comes along one day that can edit and do things like that, or I can edit my own photos. But until I get a photographer, basically, I'm gonna be running the camera, because they always say what looks the best on you and what doesn't. So that's why I don't have full body pictures. Plus, I don't have full costumes half the time anyway, and I'm using things, once again, out of my closet. So this one is supposed to be for all of you that don't watch Gravity Falls. I'm just now getting into Gravity Falls, by the way. It's been over the past couple of months, actually. They did a marathon. I can't remember when it was right now. I think it was towards January. It might have been New Year's or around that time. It was sometime in January, I think. And they started to do a little marathon on Disney Channel, because on my television here in my room, I don't get Disney XD. But anyway, that's beside the point. They were doing a little marathon on Disney Channel. Right now, as I'm recording this video, as of April, they're doing a every night at 8 o'clock, which I have been forgetting. I need to get with the program. They've been playing it on Disney Channel at 8 o'clock. So if you guys want to watch it, or if you're a fan of it, they play it on Disney Channel now, apparently. And so this is one of the characters, whose name is Dipper Pine, I think is their last name. Pine or Pines. I don't know if there's an S or not, but it's Dipper. It's his hat. He's got a little, it's like a little breathable vac thing going on there. And this only cost a couple of bucks. I plan on doing, if you didn't know already, I plan on doing some Gravity Falls cosplays. I'm thinking about doing both the twins. So I have Dipper's hat. I found a wig that could work as his hair, but I'm not, finalized on if I'm going to buy that or not. Probably not right now, but I may eventually. I might do a female Dipper. I don't know. I haven't decided. I also don't have his clothing, so that might be kind of hard to find. A vest, and he's got a certain kind of vest look going on. But hopefully one day I will be able to do those. So those are on the list to do, Dipper and Mabel. So they're on there. Also, if anybody knows of a good place where I can get some fake braces, hit me up. I need that, because I don't know how to make any or anything like that. Anyway, moving on from that, back into Bob's Burgers for a little bit here, real fast. I bought these glasses because I plan on doing a Tina cosplay, full body cosplay. I've already done a couple of pictures of Tina, like her shirt and all that. Alright, so these glasses aren't like prescription or anything. They're basically just like costume glasses. I also figure eventually I might try to do something else with them. I don't know who I could possibly cosplay with them, but I'm sure there'll be a character, or there's a character that has this type of glasses. Yes, before you guys say anything, I know Superman does. I might do something with that. Who knows? I'm not a huge Superman fanatic, but you never know with me what I'll attempt to do and what I won't. So I bought these glasses for a Tina Belcher kind of thing going on, because if you guys don't watch Bob's Burgers, you're probably completely lost. But I have a tag in this bag that says Bob's Burgers. Hang on. So this is what it looks like. Tina is this one on the end here with the blue top on. I've already done a little something with her. And this one right here is Louise. I might try to do Linda. I might try to do the whole family. I don't know. You never know. So if I can find the wigs and the outfits and all that, I might throw something together. You never know with me. So stay tuned for that possibility, and for the Dipper and Mabel cosplay coming up eventually. So these were really cheap. You can get these little plastic glasses really anywhere, but all the stuff that I'm showing you currently is from Walmart.com, but sold through another company. I don't know what to call that. Alright, so like I said, it's sold through Walmart.com, but through another company, so it's not Walmart that's sending it to you necessarily. you're like placing an order on there. It's kind of like how you have eBay, you have independent sellers. It's sort of like that. So, yeah, I don't remember where, like, the company I got really any of this from, but I'm going to try my best to show it to you. So, another thing I bought, because I don't have one, and this was really cheap, was this wig cap. And for all of you that don't like wear wigs or don't do cosplay, you might not be familiar with this. Basically what it is, it looks like some tights or something. It's the same material that a pair of like tights would be made of. What you're supposed to do is put this over your head as the instructions show you. That's how you put it on, and it'll look something along the lines of this. But the wig cap is basically used to hide the actual hair, and I've only used it, I've used it twice in pictures, which, by the way, I will be putting my cosplay photos at the end of this video. So it's going to be it's not going to be all of the things I've done, but it's going to be the ones that I've used each like accessory for, if I have a photo of it, if I've done it yet. If not, then you're getting a exclusive sneak peek of what I have coming up as far as cosplay goes. So good for you. Anyway, you put this on your head, and this little part's used to pull like your hair back on top of your head. So yeah, a wig cap. It's not needed, I guess, necessarily, unless you're doing like a really big something like with a really long wig. But I've used like those little stretch type of headbands to pull my hair back and pull it up. Of course, I don't have a lot of hair now. I do, but not like a whole lot like I used to. But even back then, when I didn't have a wig cap, I would use one of those like stretch elastic. Let me show you what I'm dealing with here. Like this headband, a really big headband, and just kind of flip my hair up onto my head and use the headband to cover the hair. I don't have that many wigs to begin with. I only have 3. One of them was given to me by my grandmother, which I still have, but I haven't used it in a while. I used it for a Tina, like what they call a cost test, which means I was testing out how it would look, and it was so. I'll try to find photos of that. It's on my personal Instagram if you guys want to check that out. Link in the description. Self-promo, I know. Okay. So, also, excuse me if I keep, like, rubbing my nose. Allergy season for me right now. But anyway. So, the next 2 things are, one of them I've already done the pictures, and I'll try to post them, like I said, at the end of the video. So, hopefully you guys can wait until then. Here is some goggles. And these goggles were used for a Ed from Cowboy Bebop cosplay. I know. I've always kind of, there's a soft spot for the character, mostly because she's so intelligent, but she is sort of like living her life and almost innocent in a way. But yeah, so these goggles I bought. I couldn't find the exact color. I know these aren't her exact color because hers are a green, but it didn't matter. I got some goggles for the sake of, you know, getting some goggles. There's like a little texture going on there. You can also get these if you were to do a steampunk version of whoever, or if a character wears goggles. Yeah, I mean, these were really not that much. They were kind of cheap. And I got these on Walmart. I just typed in basically goggles. I needed some, so just typed that in. And it's got a little stretch thing. You know how to wear this on top of your head. But with Ed, I didn't really care enough to get exact with her goggles because, like, most of the time she just wears them on her neck or, like, on top of her head. Sometimes she'll wear them on her face, but, like, you know, most of the time it's on her head or something like that. These are just black circle goggles, nothing special. There's a little thing here, you can tighten it or loosen it, but yeah, it fit me pretty well. It went really well on the wig, and so I'm not complaining. This next thing's the cosplay that I've already done, but I haven't added this part to it. So, like I said, exclusive. Okay. These are some fingerless motorcycle gloves. Now, we're going to talk about these real quick before we... I'm going to get them out. I'm going to get one of them out right now. Ugh. They have a smell to them. I think they're supposed to be actual leather, but they have almost like a... I think it's a false leather, probably. I'm not for sure. I really didn't pay that much for them, so I guess you get what you paid for. But I'm not trying to complain or anything, because I just needed fingerless gloves for this one event. It's not like I was going to wear them for just this, you know, one cosplay thing. But what I plan on doing with these is, if you're... I plan on doing Negan from The Walking Dead. Yeah, I know he don't have fingerless gloves. I know. But I'm doing like a variation of him. So I thought it'd be cool to kind of have like some motorcycle gloves. And I'm always really into the fingerless gloves because they look cool to me. I know he wears the gloves with the full finger, that whole deal. Yeah, I know. But I just thought it'd be kind of neat to do a little small variation of him. I also need to try to find... I think I'm going to do a female thing because I cannot do facial hair to save my life. Like with the eyeshadow and the makeup, I don't know how to like mimic it to look like his facial hair, so can't do that. But I've already done, or right now I can't do that. Maybe eventually I'll learn. But I've already done a female Negan thing already, which again, I'll put at the end of this video. But I didn't have these gloves. So what I initially wanted to do was to try to find a cheap version of his baseball bat, Lucille. So if anybody knows where I can get like a cheap Lucille, it could be plastic, styrofoam, really anything will work. I just need something to mimic that. I mean, I guess I could use the actual baseball bat, but he's got barbed wire around it, and I kind of don't want to do that because knowing me, I'll get hurt. So yeah, if you guys know anywhere where I can get that, please let me know, because I plan on eventually doing a full body Negan too. I have these really cool boots that will go with it. I mean, it's all coming together. But I also need to get a longer leather jacket for him as well. I have one that's like cut, you know, where the ribs are. It's not a long one. But anyway, so enough about The Walking Dead. I mean, I love it, but let's move on. These next two things I'm going to show you, I'm going to do a whole entire separate video on so that you can get the full effect of both wigs that I'm about to show you. Yes, wigs. So I already said that I did a Tina cosplay. So here is the wig that I used for the Tina cosplay. I know these wigs aren't super expensive, but like I said, I'm more of a like get in my closet, use my own clothes type of cosplayer. Nothing wrong with that. If you do that, cool. I was trying to make sure the smell of those gloves that come off onto my fingers. I don't think that they have, it's a, I can't describe the smell, guys, but it's really strong. So this wig is basically just like one of those Halloween wigs that you'll get at like a store or something. Like I said, I know I'm not super fancy or whatever. It says deluxe quality washable fashion wigs. And I got it because I was like, okay, that's close enough to Tina's hair. You just take this little hairnet looking thing off. And I used it for Tina, but I also was able to use it for a female Rock Lee from Naruto, for all of you that don't know. And I'm going to do a full review on this wig. Right now I'm just showing you what it looks like. There's bangs, whole 9 yards. Awesome. So I bought this black wig. It's kind of cheap. We're going to go over that in the review video, which I will be making coming up. And hopefully I'll be able to use this for something else. I'm all about using and reusing things that you have already. Because, like, who's even gonna know, or who even, you know, has the time to, like, care if you reuse something, if you enjoy, you know, whatever it is. The next thing is from a different company. I guess it's supposed to be a high-end wig company. I don't really know. It says Wigs Secret. Like I said in these videos, I'm going to review them. I'm going to be as honest as I possibly can. I hate to, you know, hurt anybody's feelings, but it's a red wig. This one was for Ed, but I also did a Jean Starwind from Outlaw Star. If you guys want to see that, again, personal Instagram down below in the description. So here's the bangs and here's the back of the wig. Like I said, we're going to talk about all these in another video. So that's pretty much all of my impulse buys as far as cosplays go. I'm sure I'll have another video coming up sometime about more impulse buys, because I'm always down for a sale, as you guys know. But I don't know if it'll be cosplay related, but we'll see. If you guys like this video, you know the drill. Give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Feel free to comment which part was your favorite, or you know, feel free to comment. Another good thing, how many of you guys out there actually cosplay, or how many of you do like I do, where I just reuse my clothes but I repurpose them into a cosplay? Or how many of you buy costumes? How many of you go to cons? Let's talk about it. Let's start a community. Let's start talking about cosplay, different characters that you want to do, characters you've already done. Feel free to discuss that in the in the comment section. If you want to talk to me one-on-one, feel free to hit me up on any of my social media accounts down below in the description. That's what I was trying to say. Also, don't forget to subscribe to this channel, because I post a new video every Saturday. I've got some really cool video ideas coming up. I want everyone to get involved and to enjoy them. So thanks again so much for watching. I'm going to have a video about the wigs that I just showed you next week. So stay tuned for that if you're interested to hear me review some wigs. If you're not, that's cool. Hopefully you enjoyed this. I will see all of you next Saturday.